Yeah, we're incredibly blessed tonight. And so what we're going to do is just invite some of these partners up just to share for a few minutes their heart and why they are here and so forth. And I want to start, I'm very honored to invite Dr. Herbert T. Nagasawa to come and to share with us for a couple of moments. Maybe we'll come out here just a little bit. So Dr. Nagasawa, maybe you just share for a couple of minutes why the passion for glutathione and why you chose to come to Max International to partner.
Well, if you talk to any medical scientist working on glutathione, they will tell you glutathione is the master antioxidant. Master antioxidant. Why? That's true. There's no other antioxidant endogenous that can do what the glutathione can do. It can do multiple things, multiple things. Not any other antioxidant can do all these multiple things. Glutathione can do almost everything. Why did we choose Max? Well, what we discovered in the laboratory to the marketplace, to the individual that need this product here. And this is a much more rapid way to get the product to market. And I vowed that within my lifetime, I would like to see ribosine that can produce glutathione, be taken by almost everyone that needs it in the whole world. That includes not only rich countries, but also the poor countries, especially the poor countries. These are the people that starve. They need the glutathione. They need ribosine. That's my goal.
Thank you. You want to come sit on this chair? That's right. So does anyone in the house want to help Dr. Nagasawa get this product to the ends of the earth? That's right. Second, I want to invite up Dr. Don Colbert. Come and share with us, Don.
Hey, George, I'm real excited about glutathione and about Max. Got excited a few years ago because I saw the double-blind placebo-controlled studies. These are the gold standard for doctors. We love it. And when I saw that, and I saw that this literally gives you a 300% increase in glutathione, I said, that is amazing, because I knew the power of glutathione. So I knew that that was a critical thing. But then seeing the integrity of Stephen Scott, of the corporate team, Dave Bagley, and Joe Wojcicki, and Bob Kalin, and Dr. Herb Nagasawa. I mean, what an incredible team, the integrity of this team. But the amazing thing was last year when I was at the Hawaii event, and this corporate team sat down with me, and I said, hey guys, if we could just kind of combine Max GXL with Max One, add some real key ingredients like some curcumin, some resveratrol, we'll have an even more powerful ingredient, and that's where Cellgevity came, and they actually listened to the medical doctors. That's what's so incredible. This company listens to us and improves the products. But why? It's because we have the best glutathione supplement in the world, bar none. And the power of glutathione, if people only understood the power of glutathione, yes, it's the master antioxidant, but it is also the master detoxifier. But not only that, it's the anti-inflammatory effects. This is the root of all chronic disease, is inflammation. 90% of heart disease, inflammation. Arthritis, inflammation. Tendinitis, inflammation. So if you could just get a hold of what we have, no one has what we have, but also increasing energy. Everyone needs energy. It promotes longevity. It promotes faster recovery from exercise. So who needs this product?
Everyone.
Everyone needs it, but who especially needs this product? Well, every alcoholic or everyone who drinks alcohol needs this product. Or else, like a friend of mine says, there's only one thing Max doesn't cure, and that's stupid. Okay, every athlete who wants to excel needs our product. Every athlete. But who else needs our product? Baby boomers. Boomers need our product. Why? Baby boomers hate to age. Baby boomers are fighting aging. They want our product. Every baby boomer. Also, who else needs it? Everyone diseased. Everyone diseased, pretty much chronic disease, has low glutathione. And everyone who doesn't want to be diseased. Now again, I wrote another book. You say, wow, how many is that? Well, it's way over 40. But this is on toxic relief, just updated this year. I make it simple so that you can explain it to your doctor, so that you can explain it to your lay people. I tell them what my favorite glutathione boosters are, which is Celgevity, okay? So read the book. We have it here at the Max shop, okay? Thank you.
Thank you. Right over here, if you can come sit down. Yeah. Okay, next, David Bagley, who is the co-CEO of the company. David's had his own product development companies and was our product developer before he stepped into the CEO role. So, David, share with us.
Thanks, George. Hey, first of all, I want to thank you guys for being here, those of you that may be watching, and just want to be able to say that it's been said before that simplicity is the ultimate sophistication, and I think that we could analyze this down to the nth degree. These two gentlemen here would be able to do it better than anybody on the planet about everything that goes in, the amount of legacies that are in this singular product. But it's not necessarily about the input as much as it is, for me, about the outcome of the product. And you guys are all living results of what the outcome is. I've shared with many people the fact that when you take a look at the product, it's not just about the product, it's about the individual consuming the product. What is that hurdle in their life that they're trying to be able to get over? How is it that we can empower the body naturally to be able to overcome those challenges that sometimes have been imposed by us by environmental conditions, as what Dr. Colbert had said? And sometimes, guys, let's take ownership of the fact that we create our own challenges, right? We're not that good at taking care of ourselves. But yet, there are answers in front of us, and there are things that we can do to be able to empower every single cell. They mentioned earlier that this is something that resides in every single cell of the human body. To me, that means that we should pay attention to that. And what is it that we can do to nurture that power from within so that we can live a better lifestyle? Okay? I know that there are a lot of people out there that are sick and tired of being sick and tired. They're tired of their bodies not working. They're tired of, even though that they may not know it, their cells aren't communicating the way that they were designed to communicate, not functioning the way that they were designed to be able to function. So to me, why Max is because thanks to Dr. Nagasawa, his research, we hold within our hands one of the greatest discoveries that the nutritional supplement market has ever seen. And we have the honor to be able to take that to the world and fulfill this man's mission. So for me, that's why Max.
Thank you. Now we're going to hear from our business partners. And so I'll turn it back over to Craig.
Okay. First guy we're going to hear from, it's an honor, and you'll hear a lot from him through the general session. So tonight, because it's an opportunity meeting, it's an honor to hear his heart on why Max. Help me welcome up Mr. Stephen K. Scott, the founder.
Thank you. I want to be sensitive to everybody's time. Greg Norman has to fly to Vietnam tonight.
Oh, wow.
And but thank you. Why Max for Steve Scott? The answer is real simple. I'm looking at it. I see lives changed. Betty's life changed. Tina Markham, who you'll get to hear from tomorrow, her life radically changed from being in bed 24/7, losing everything she valued in life, the ability to be a mom, the ability to be a wife, the ability to own a store that she put 20 years of her life into, all gone for 10 years. Marriage falling apart. Her husband's here so I can say that, because he said it to me. And literally within weeks, Max gave her her life back. Gave her her marriage back. She could be a mom again. She could be a wife again. But more important, she could be the Tina Markham that was born again. And why Max? The Markhams. Why Max? Every person here that is either a story, Rhonda Dasher, DJ. The stories are unbelievable. Everywhere Shannon and I go, we hear the miracle stories. You change one person's life, and you've changed a generation. You change a son's life, and you've changed his parents. I heard today about a 24-year-old that's been institutionalized from the time he was a little boy because of violence, because of a mental problem. He's now able to go back with his parents because he got on Max in Colombia. The stories never stop. Why Max for Steve Scott? Why have Shannon and Steve put everything we have into this company? Someday we'll see a financial return, Lord willing, but it's one reason. It's you and the people you reach. We can't stop. This is a mission. It's a lifetime commitment for Shannon and I, and you'll get to hear from her on Saturday. But this is our life, and you are our family. Max is not a global corporation. Max is a global family. And we love you guys, and we are committed for the rest of our lives.
Thank you, Steve. That was awesome. How do you introduce this man? He's known all over the world, and it gives me great privilege for the first time ever in Max International's history. You guys get to hear live from Mr. Greg Norman. So Greg, why Max? Why are you here, and what does this mean to you?
Well, first of all, Craig, George, how can I re-sign after drinking the Kool-Aid that you guys delivered? You guys did a phenomenal job, and I think it's a testament to the belief that oozes out of your bodies and the belief that you have in the product. But it's also a testament to the two gentlemen sitting on the end, especially the gentleman down the far end. When you're fortunate enough to travel around the world and see genius and a lot of opportunities, but it's less of an opportunity where you actually get to be in the same room with genius. And a lot of the times that you do get a chance to glimpse about it by reading it in a journal or hearing it on the news or seeing somebody interviewed about it. But when you have the chance to be involved with the company, with the man down the far end, with the belief and the passion that he has about putting some product out there on a global basis for everybody, no matter how rich you are or how poor you are, that's what Max is all about. And that gentleman there has the ability, has created the ability, and will continue on through gentlemen like Steve Scott. And if you get people like that with the passion of a company, then it's easy for somebody like me to come along, to take a look at it through the invitation of being a partner, to strip down and understand two words have been said on a common basis tonight between both the gentlemen: business model. What is that business model? And I think to Steve's credit, he's done a tremendous job of creating a business model. So as you look to invest as a partner, you look at that business model. And it was a no-brainer for me. It was absolute no-brainer. And not only that, I'll give you a little example about what I believe is everybody in this room here and everybody associated with Max. In other businesses that I'm involved with, we look at SKUs, SKUs, which is what the product or a product you sell out there to the consumer. The consumer can only buy that by the salespeople. The salespeople give you the feedback by what the consumer tells you. To me, the greatest barometer for the success of a company is when a consumer tells your salesperson there's nothing wrong with your product. But we wish that was always going to be the case. I know in other companies I'm involved with, you always take a look at what is that feedback out there. Now, when I hear the testimonials, sitting next to Elizabeth tonight, whereas Kathy was in the room, I sat with Kathy, to hear the testimonials of each and every one of you, there's no excuse coming back. It tells you that everything out there is absolutely 100% correct. So with that and the business model that you take a look at, it was very easy for me to get involved. And in closing, I used to have a saying that I used to tell everybody. You give a kid an M&M young enough in his life, he'll eat M&Ms the rest of his life. That's changed. Now, give a kid Max early in his life, and he'll have Max for the rest of his life. Thanks very much.
Greg Norman, everybody. This man needs a little bit of introduction because it ties in all of this. Our co-CEO, Joe Wojtycki, was called upon when he was about to make partner at a huge law firm in Wall Street. His task was to identify the research of a small little acquisition of a company called Celgevity. You guys seeing Max for the first time today or on the DVD, you might think Celgevity is their product. No, Celgevity was the name of this man's company. So in comes a phone call to the largest merger and acquisition in the healthcare space on Wall Street on, why don't you look at this intellectual properties and why don't you check this out and see if there's anything. All of a sudden, the patent attorneys run to this guy. I remember him telling the story in Dallas, and they go, hey, these are the people doing all the research. And the son said, hey, Joe, what large company is buying this research? Which large company? And they all get choked up when Joe says, oh, it's a little small cap company in Utah. And these people, in doing the intellectual property research for this merger and this acquisition from Max acquiring Celgevity and the ultimate partnership, they couldn't believe some small little company was getting this technology that could transform the world. That man was so amazed at the technology himself and the science and Stephen K. Scott's heart and the product and the partnering that he left Wall Street before he made partner, and now he's our co-CEO. Help me welcome up Mr. Joe Wojtycki.
Thanks, man. Thank you. And you guys are standing. You know, this reminds me of like my first day at Harvard when I was like, you know, you look at these guys. It's like when I walked into school and saw Barack Obama there. I'm like, what the heck am I doing here? Something's not quite right. But my why, Max, it's because I'd like to follow people like this when they've given that type of presentation, and I can, you know, come behind them. That's always a thrill. You know, as Craig said, I was hired to look at Herb's science, and what I found there was just unbelievable. I could not imagine that a small network marketing company in Salt Lake City, Utah, was buying science of this quality. I mean, I was the type of lawyer who I was maniacal, absolutely maniacal. I looked under every rock to try to find problems. That was my job, and I did it really, really well. I had an FBI background check run on you, Herb. I'm sorry. But he got me back. He got me back because after taking a lot of the Max products, and I had a personal product experience on it, at the end of our transaction, when I asked Herb why did he choose to sell his company, his science, to Max, he told me just what he just told you guys, that this product needs to get around the world, needs to get to the third world. There are people who need this product. And then he said, Joe, I don't care about making a lot of money. The thing that motivates me is humanity and changing people's lives. And the next sentence, that was kind of scary. He said, Joe, and you're going to promise me that you're going to help Max get these products around the world. Yeah, thanks, Herb. So for that, because of this man, his integrity, his science, what these products mean overall in the world. And then there was the fact that, damn, this is a great business. This is a tremendous business opportunity for everybody in this room. And that's what really, really excited me, because as a corporate lawyer, you get to see so many different transactions. You get to see so many companies that start all the way up, down at the bottom, go through fundraising, go through capital raising, and then they dive down, and some survive and some go bankrupt. You get to see these things. You get to see, you know, this is a really sad story. One of my friends actually ended up being the general counsel at a little company called Google. Damn. You know, but that's the type of stuff that passes by your desk. You don't know which company is going to go, which company isn't. But it's very, very rare to see something that was this stark, that was this obviously distinct from the crowd. This is a world-changing product. And I was lucky enough to see it. I could see it. Herb science is unreal. It's unbelievable. And we've been given this gift. So I felt that I was one of the luckiest lawyers on the planet. Here I am just doing my day-to-day routine, 18 hours a day, 7 days a week. And I got lucky. I got lucky to run across this man's science. And then I got lucky again to meet Stephen Scott. When you combine that type of integrity with that type of science, with this type of passion, there is no way that these products aren't going global.
So as we close out this meeting and bring Tom up for some final discussion on where to go after this, you might wonder, if you're watching this on the DVD or here tonight for the first time, what's this chair for? Here's my question to you. Where can you go and partner and have access to 25 years of research? 40 years of research. 25 years of studying, 165 years of peer-reviewed journals, funded by the head of the Medicinal Journal of Medicine. Where can you partner with this? How about the #1 leading natural medical? George introduced him, says he's in Orlando, Florida. Do you know people come all around the world to see this man? He deals with the sickest of sick patients sometimes. Okay, how about Dave Bagley? Ties all this together with the products. A man who's taken over 12 companies to 100 million in sales. Global icon business professional golfer Greg Norman.
That hasn't retired.
And hasn't retired. He's still playing because of Max too, right? Right. He hasn't retired. So here's my question to all you looking at Max for the first time. If this company and business model and product and time and energy is good enough for all these people, why isn't it good enough for you? This seat is for you. Partner with us today. Thanks for coming tonight.